studio vlog in a little while. I did post a little chatty vlog trying to explain it a few days ago. But yeah, my head has just been gone. Just not able to function, so I haven't really been doing much. I've just been working my butt off and then being a hermit basically. But I'm going to try and bring them back a bit and take the pressures off of making videos a bit for myself. I love making content and I love making creative stuff to share with you, but I just really hate the algorithms and it just got too much, so I am taking the pressures off myself. We're going to roll with studio vlogs, casually showing you what I'm getting up to in the day, and then when I fancy filming I will film a video. So that's the plan. Today I am taking things quite slow. I didn't feel too great this morning when I woke up. I'm going to put some makeup on and then I've got some arty stuff to do, so I'm looking forward to that. I haven't really shared my face on here for a while without makeup because we've been dealing with some issues. My skin after I moved back here completely flared up. I had the worst acne I've ever had in my life. It went crazy and I'm pretty sure that was due to stress. I went on some antibiotics, it cleared it up, and then pretty much since I've come off of those last year it's gradually got worse again. In the summer I was diagnosed with something called secondary PMS. I went a few years thinking I had PMDD. I was going back and forth to the GP to try and get it like properly diagnosed and ask more questions and find out more about it. We did a hormone test, my hormones were fine, which obviously meant it wasn't PMDD, and I was like, well, what's going on with my head? I was referred to a gynecologist and they basically, after a like almost 2-hour chat, diagnosed me with secondary PMS. And pretty much the only thing he said that I could do is to address the stress, which is not easy. Basically I have an issue with my stress levels and I don't do well with stress, so I need to work on that, and that's something I've been trying to work on since I was diagnosed with that. So I do feel like my skin has reflected that. Every time my period rolls around my face flares up, sometimes worse than others, depends on my stress levels. So yeah, that is the deal. The stress has affected my hair as well. My stress levels are just not great at the moment and it's affecting like every aspect of me physically, so I'm doing what I can to try and bring that down and hope that things sort themselves out. I think I've definitely been dealing with stress on a like higher, more unbearable level for at least since like 2018-ish. To the point where I can't actually remember what it's like to actually be relaxed, like actually be chill. Like even though I'm chill now, my head is still thinking like, I need to do this today, I've got to do this today, I'll make sure I do that. If I don't do that, then this won't happen, then this won't happen, and that means that won't happen, and then da 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 da. That's where I'm at. I'm gonna put some makeup on and get started. I don't think I've ever shown put my makeup on. I'm not going to do like a full face today because I'm only at home, so usually I put like concealer on over these before I put foundation on, but they're not too bad today, so I use the Bare Minerals foundation, which is a powder one. It is more expensive, but because it's a natural foundation it doesn't clog your face up quite as much as others, so yeah, it doesn't really cover all of the scarring, but it's enough for today. I don't need a full face today. My eyes are something I've done the exact same way since I was at college or school. I've never done them any differently. I think the only thing I've started doing is putting eyeshadow on, just as like a bit of something else on my eyes. I don't use eyeliner, I just use a dark brown eyeshadow. I just kind of add a little darker corner just to the outer part of my eye, and then that's all I add. I'm not too worried about them looking super identical because by the end of the day they've rubbed off anyway and they look wonky. I am very lucky to have really good eyelashes and eyebrows. I know a lot of people struggle with them, but I have never struggled with making my eyebrows or my eyelashes look okay. My hair, on the other hand, is made of different stuff. But yeah, so my face isn't completely covered. You can still see many scars. But for today, which is just an at-home day, I'm not bothered. Don't think I'm going to do anything with my hair. This is just how I woke up with it. It's got really, really thin, so this is all of my hair. And I've noticed much more recently as well that a lot of the hairs break off about here. But yeah. Ooh, I'm going to get started with work. First thing I need to do today is ring up Royal Mail because I had one of my Patreon boxes returned to me. It was meant to go to the US. It has the right amount of postage on. Double triple check that when it came back to me. They have scribbled them out, so I can't reuse them at all. And I also messaged the patron and checked her address, and her address is correct. And the only thing that was on the package was this little barcode with a number on, and that is it. So I have no idea why it was returned to me. And I need to figure that out because I don't think it even left the UK. It's not got any like stamps or stickers on from outside the UK. So that means I'm probably going to be on hold with the customer service team for a little while. So that's great. But I want to get that done before I do the art because the arty stuff I'll enjoy. But this, I don't want it left over.
Sorry for the delay. We'll put you through as soon as an advisor becomes available.
My anxiety is here and I want to cry. Anyone? Ooh. Just gonna let this wave pass. Anyone who has anxiety will know exactly what my brain is doing right now. Phone calls like that, which are like official and serious, I'm much better at. Like I can get through the phone call without much anxiety. But then when I get off the phone, that's when I'm like, that was absolutely no help whatsoever. He asked me to read out this number that's on this barcode, and I did, and he was like, that's not in our system. I was like, great. I explained to him that it's the right weight, it's got the right postage on, it's got the CN22 form for going abroad, it's got all of that on it, and he basically said that he can't help me, because it's not in their system, because Royal Mail and Post Office are two different businesses, companies, whatevs. There's no tracking of it in their system at Royal Mail. So he said to just take it to the post office and see what they say, which I'm not going to be going to the post office. I didn't get proof of postage, which that's on me, but also I've never had one of these returned to me before, so I have a feeling they'll go, nah, we can't do anything. So I think I'm just going to have to take this one on the chin and say that I've lost out on £5.85 postage because they've scribbled over, like someone has manually scribbled over with a biro the postage, so I can't just put this back in the post. It's really frustrating because I know that I've not done anything wrong. I put the right amount of postage on, it's got the right forms on, I've got a return address, the person's address is correct, I've double checked that with her. Like something's gone wrong in the system. I'm starting to think that maybe this sticker that is over the address has been accidentally put on it. The fact that it was over their address makes me think it's intentional, but then it could have been an accident. It could have peeled off of somewhere else, it could have, I don't know, I'm not quite sure. And obviously this is late now. Oh, yay stress. This was my waiting doodles. This is what I ended up doodling whilst I was waiting with that music, but there we go. I'm gonna get on with some art now. Happy Tuesday. This is the start of the artwork for the April Patreon collection. So this is collage sheet background, and then I've got some of the elements. I need to finish painting some words, so like some brush lettering. And something else I'm trying to do is paint some extra elements that I can create into kind of like add-on things for the shop. I love doing artwork in a theme, and I love like seeing the theme come together. But the Patreon stuff that I do every month is pretty much exclusive to Patreon, so I'm obviously not going to sell the collage sheets elsewhere, and most of the artwork and stuff, like the physical things, are exclusive as well, or I just make a limited amount. I want to try and have some products from those collections each month that I can have as like staple things on the shop. My main priority is getting the Patreon stuff done. That will always be my top priority with it. But if I have time each month to create extra elements and content that I can make into more products, then I'm going to go for it. So that is the goal for today. I will let you know how I get on. I'm going to stop for lunch now. I've managed to get the papers, so these are going to be 2 A5 papers for April. I got that done. I also wrote some words as well, which I will edit those together and make them look nice on my laptop. And I also started making some extra elements as well that I can make into other artwork for the shop to go along with this collection. But I am hungry, so I'm going to stop and get some food. And then after lunch I just need to finish the artwork part, and then I can get on with editing, and hopefully by the end of today there'll be the April Patreon collection sorted. I'll have all the artwork I need to send off to the printers, and I can get all that done and ticked off and sorted. I've finished my lunch now. I took Ronnie out in the garden for a bit of a run around, but I am now editing the artwork, because what I'm going to do is turn these into die cuts, postcards, and possibly something else. So I've just scanned those in, and I'm now getting on with a lot of editing work, and my eyes are killing me. I don't know why. I always get like a couple of days in the month where I get like migrainy eyes and a migrainy head, so I think it's just that point in the month where my eyes go, nope, we're giving up. So I don't know how long I'm going to be editing. I'm trying to get at least the collage sheets and Patreon stuff sorted today, because then I can post previews and stuff for that, and then the rest of it I can edit as and when and get that sent off later. I need to remember to put my glasses on more often, because that helps my eyes and I don't use them. I pretty much only wear my glasses now to go on walks, because I can't see anyone who's coming towards me if I don't have them on. But really I should be wearing them when I'm doing screen work close to face work, to try and prevent my eyes getting worse at being short-sighted. I'm having a bit of a slow start today. I don't have too much to do today. I did a long work day yesterday. It was a lot of like sitting at the computer, editing, and by the end of it I had a headache. So today we are taking it slow. I need to redo my nails though today because they are, this hand especially, I don't know why, this hand doesn't really chip, but this one, I think it's the hand that I'm more likely to do that with, because I'll have like this hand holding my phone or doing something because I'm right-handed, and then this one I like fiddle with, that's why I've got a ring on there, you know. But yeah, it's massively chipped, and I didn't have any nail polish remover. I stupidly didn't think of getting more before I put nail varnish on, so I had to ask my brother who works at Wilko to see if he could get me some nail varnish remover, so he came back with this. Although it does say it's not got acetone in it, it's acetone free nail polish remover, which I've never had that before, so I don't know how well it's gonna do, but we'll give it a go. I just need to get this off and make my nails look somewhat not gross. So that's what I'm going to do now, and then I'm probably going to get lunch and take Bonnie for a walk, and then I'll get on with some work. I'm back from my walk with Bon. It was really hot out there. It looked gloomy, like in the sky, so I was like, oh, I'll wear a coat just in case it decides to rain on me, because you know, that's happened before. Nah, did not need that coat, and now my hair is just like, and now I'm just feeling kind of knackered and hot and wishing I had short hair again so it was off my neck. I have bought my laptop in here, so I'm going to get on with some editing. My plan is to have the Patreon collection and then alongside it have a shop collection that kind of goes with it. We'll see how it goes. I'll either end up ordering everything today or just ordering the Patreon stuff. We'll see. I've done 2 postcards. I did 2 different versions of the Daisy print one. This is my current setup, laptop and dog. I'm kind of bummed because I have just missed out on the Animal Crossing Sanrio cards. I've been waiting and watching their Twitter, like the Nintendo UK Twitter, for over a month now. I had it on like, you know, notify me when they tweet sort of situation. It didn't work like that. They actually replied to a tweet, so it didn't notify me as a tweet. I actually found out from a Discord server that I'm on that they'd restocked them, so I got on there. I was logging in to check out, I had it in my basket, and in that time of me logging in, they went out of stock. And I messaged the little like chat thing and said like, I know you're probably going to get a lot of people asking this, but do you know if they'll be back in stock? Which I knew the answer would be no, they don't know, they don't plan to have it back in stock, but I always feel like making the point to let them know that people still want them. It's not a bad thing to do, like, as long as people are polite about it. So I was like, okay, thanks, have a nice day. But I'm so annoyed. I'm so bummed. I'm not even that bothered about the characters it's all the furniture items and the fun decorative things that I can decorate my island with that I'm going to miss out on. I don't mind it when games do the whole like paying for a DLC, like paying for an upgrade kind of thing, but it's when they make it like a limited amount like this where it just bugs me, because it's like not everyone can get it. Even though I'm here like take my money, they're like, no, we're just gonna do a limited amount and not restock them. So that's annoying. So I'm currently editing still, but I'm watching a live stream, so I've got that on in the background that I'm listening to, and then I'm editing the postcards. But yeah, that is how my Wednesday's gone. It is Thursday today, which means it's the 1st of April, which means I have a lot of like posting new content work to do today. Feeling a bit crampy, feeling a bit bleh. So I'm having a bit of a no makeup and just wearing my joggers, having a bit of a taking it at a pace day. I felt kind of like this all week, to be honest, but I've tried to like push through it a little bit. But today is just a nope. But I need to get this stuff done. Yesterday I ended up finishing these designs. Probably would have seen me editing this one. I then went ahead and made it more like uneven, and I added blue and green in the background, which I kind of prefer, and hopefully they're going to be part of a set of postcards that I'll have in my shop permanently. I'm going to have this one, I'm going to have the one with the cloud, and then I also kind of want these two in the set as well, but I want another one that's kind of like this, maybe with a yellow background, I'm not sure. So if I have some time today, I am going to have another doodle, have another paint, try and make another image that would work. I had painted this, which I liked but not enough when I put it on a postcard. The first job of today is to update my Patreon. So on the tiers every month I have to update these images. They match obviously this month's theme, so I'm going to do that now and get it all updated. I feel like it isn't April yet. Like I can't quite get my head around the fact that we're in April. I think that's one of the things I've hated the most about the pandemic, is that time has just like been mangled, and I just, my brain's like, what? When I'm doing all the tier images for my Patreon, I have templates. So the thank you tier that I have, which is just, I think it's £1.50 or something. It's just a, you know, if you want to support on a small scale, then it's there. And you do get some exclusive content, but most of the exclusive stuff is from the £3 tier or above. But yeah, this is the little thing that I have, so I just remove that background, take the collage sheet from this month and put it behind it, shrink it down a bit so it's got a bit more on there. And then that becomes the thank you tier image, so I just have to save that and upload it. There we go, so now I just need to update the rest. So that is all the different tier images updated. I did think that the colour scheme for this month was kind of similar to last month's, but it's a bit more blue and there's obviously no orange in it. I really like the colour scheme and it kind of went with the bee theme that I was going for, so I went with it. Next month though, the colour scheme is very, very different. Yeah, so these are the collage sheets for this month, and then that's one of the postcards and that's the art print. If you're on the small Happy Mail bundle tier, then you get the art print and the 3 postcards, and if you're on the large Happy Mail bundle tier, then you get postcards, art print, papers, die cuts, and a load of other stuff. So yeah, those are the little tiers that I've got. Now I've updated those, I need to update the shop discount code that I do every month for patrons, so they get 10% off on the My Green Cow shop every month. And then I need to post the collage sheets and the content that I've got ready on Patreon so people can download it and use it. I went for lunch, had a bit of a cry, let all of that out. I think I'm just like pre-period emotional right now, so we're just gonna roll with it. It's now almost 6 o'clock, so I'm just gonna finish what I started today and call it a day. I'm watching a stream, but I've just scanned in the artwork that you saw me doing with the sunshines, and I'm gonna edit those onto a postcard, and then hopefully I'll have 4 postcards done, and I'll just need one more design, which if I can get that done tonight would be super handy, but we'll see. I've just printed off the finished designs for the postcards. I like to print them off before I send them to the actual printers because I design in RGB just to kind of see how the colours come out, so they're pretty accurate to what I want, so that's fine. I think I'm going to go with these 5. I did have this one as well, but I think there's too much blue if I have that one, so having the green one instead balances it out a bit. And then I've also printed off some of the April collection to put in my planner, because I always have little mood boards in there, and I've also got the March ones that I never printed off before. So this is the Patreon collection, so this is exclusively to Patreon. The art print, I only get a certain amount printed each month, and once they're gone, they're gone. The extras are put on my shop, but it's more expensive to buy them on the shop than it is to do through Patreon. And then these postcards as well are exclusive, so you can guarantee to get them if you're on Patreon. And if not, they'll be put into the Lucky Dip bundles for my shop, so there's no guarantee that you'll get these exact postcards. Whereas these ones will be on my shop permanently as something that people can buy as many times as they like. And it's kind of like a bit of an add-on to the Patreon collection, and it kind of lets me do more designing each month as well, which is something I really want to do more of. So hopefully what I'm aiming for is to have a shop collection to launch each month as well, to go alongside the Patreon collection. The last thing I've got to sort out is the die cuts, so I'll be taking some of these images and making them into little die cut sets, so that will be on my shop as well at some point. But yeah, that is what I've done today. That's what I've got up to. I am going to be taking a day off tomorrow, so I'm going to finish the vlog here. I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've got up to this week. As always, if you have any questions, then let me know down below. I will have a link to my Patreon as always if you want to join. But yeah, these products hopefully before the end of the month will be up on my shop. I'm very excited to have some like more permanent things on my shop, because at the moment I only have art prints and then the Lucky Dip bundles or postcards, so yeah, I'm excited to be designing some actual products. I'm gonna go and get some dinner because my tummy has interrupted me many times in this that I'm gonna have to cut out. So I will see you in my next video.